Gamers, bad news for Pet Simulator 99. Well, at least that's what some people would like to think. Unless you guys have been living under a rock, the huge Happy Computer event has been one of the biggest successes for Pet Simulator 99 since its release back in December. I mean, check this out. This game has pretty much maintained an active player count of over 185,000 players concurrently over this past week alone. And that, my friends, is where everybody seems to think the problem is coming from. Because what a lot of people seem to think is when this huge Happy Computer event reaches 1 million, all the players that came to the game during this time are gonna stop caring, because all the huge pets are gonna go back to normal and it's gonna become impossible again for free-to-play players to get themselves a huge pet. Not to mention, a lot of people seem to think that those active players are mainly bots and alt accounts. And you know what, to be honest, I'm sure some of those are. Because here's what's gonna happen, everybody. It's the weekend and we are at 903,000 Happy Computers as of recording this video. So I would imagine over the next 12 to 24 hours, we are gonna hit that 1 million mark this weekend for sure. So really the question is, did Big Games do a good enough job making sure the game is playable beyond the Happy Computer event, or is it solely reliant on people getting themselves huge pets? Well, I'll give you guys my opinion and then you guys can tell me if it makes sense or not. And here's the thing, everybody, when it comes to being critical about a game that I play, I'll be the very first one to jump on and tell you what I really think. First up, let's go ahead and talk about these Happy Computers. So they obviously put a Happy Computer in every single egg inside the tech world, and that's a really good thing, don't get me wrong. A lot of players are gonna love that feature, but you know what, after a few days of doing it, it gets pretty boring. I mean, you can sit there, you can hatch yourself some Happy Computers and you can build yourself out a team, but if the game's not really playable beyond that, there's no way that person is going to stick around or log in the next day to play the game in the first place. And gamers, what I mean by that is this. Obviously the game's called Pet Simulator, you got to get yourself some good pets, but if you don't at least give players a chance to get themselves good pets, it's going to become a little bit boring and the people are going to definitely burn themselves out. So what did Big Games do? They released a free huge pet to the game that anybody could have access to, but after that player got their first huge pet, it was up to Big Games to keep that player coming back, and if they didn't do that, the game would absolutely 100% die after an update like this. I mean, gamers, let me ask you a question here. If you were able to hatch your own huge pet, are you more likely to come back the following day, or probably not? Because if you guys have seen any of my other videos, you guys know that I've called out Big Games many times for adding more free huge pets to this game. But you know what, guys, I hate to say it, but I think Big Games hit it on the head with this update. You have a chance to get a free huge pet inside this spinning wheel. You have a chance to get a free huge pet inside this tech chest. You even have a chance to get a free huge pet inside the daycare if you claim all your stuff. I mean, I didn't, but I did get 469,000 diamonds, so hey, that's cool. Just giving the players a chance to get a basic, a golden, or a rainbow huge Meebo and a spaceship for doing something basic like the daycare is a gigantic win for free-to-play players inside this game. Not to mention a huge machine blur dominance egg. And while we're on the topic of the supercomputer, I gotta say, this is easily one of the best upgrades in this entire update. Being able to access any machine that you want from one convenient location is massive. If a person is already in Tech World, they've already been to all 99 areas in World 1 already. So being able to access all of those just from right here is massive. And I always skip the gold and the rainbow quest inside the rank rewards because I didn't want to stop grinding to go over there and do this real quick. So the fact that it's right here is a humongous bonus. And now let's talk about another huge headache that they fixed in this update. And for that, we need to head over to the trading plaza. You have all these people with huge pets and Titanics, but nobody is selling anything. Okay, let's go ahead and do a different trading plaza. So in Pet Simulator 99, everything is about the trading plaza. It's about how much things are worth, it's where you list items, all that sort of stuff. So if the trading plaza is broken, then the game would be broken as well. So the fact that they put some time into this is actually really massive. So check this out. Now what you can do is, you don't have to buy every single item that a seller is selling. You can choose how many of that item you would like to buy. If I want to buy these 170 lucky blocks for 8,000 gems a piece, I can do that. But if I only want to buy 107 of them, I can do that as well. I think this is a humongous upgrade for all players, whether you have a lot of gems or you don't really have that many gems, because it doesn't make you buy everything that particular person is selling. Also, I don't really know if you guys noticed or not, but huge prices have pretty much stayed about the same throughout this entire week since the update came out, which I can't say happened last time, because I don't know if you guys remember the last update, but after about a week, all huge prices increased exponentially. The fact that they added the charm chisel and the charm hammer without actually making them cost Robux absolutely blew my mind. I thought for sure they were gonna make you have to pay Robux to take a charm out of a huge pet or a Titanic, but you know what? All they are is drops. And you know what? For that, I gotta give them a big digital fist bump, because Didn't see that coming. Because what that effectively did is now people, when they list huge pets, most of the time, you're seeing pets without terrible charms in them. So if you're trying to buy a pet and you want to put a charm in it yourself that's actually something that you want, you now have that option with those new drops. But the absolute best thing about the Trading Plaza is this upgrade right here. Number one, they added a Reasons tab, and it keeps the last 12 pets that you've looked for, and it puts them right here conveniently, so you have to keep on searching for them every single time you want to look for it in the trading terminal. On top of that, they actually did this. Let's go look for this huge amethyst dragon, just for example. Now, this may only pertain to a couple of you, but let me explain real quick. So, with this trading terminal upgrade, it did this. It actually looks for the better deal of the pet that you're looking to get, or item that you're looking to get, by sending you to the server that's selling it for a good price. I don't know how many of you guys use the Trading Plaza. I'm assuming all of you, but how many times are you guys sent to an item in the Trading Plaza where you're like, oh, I want to buy this key, but it turns out the dude that's selling the key that it sent you to is overpricing it by nearly 50%, and that was happening across the board prior to the update. So people were able to put gigantic prices on their huge pets because it was just sending people over there like, oh, this huge Poseidon Corgi has a wrap of 21, therefore I can find it for 21 million gems. But no, you were seeing huge pets overpriced by 10, 20, 30 million gems all over the place, and that went along with items as well. Now let's go find that amethyst dragon that I was sent here in the first place. Let's see, is this guy selling it? Let's see here. Okay, boom, boom. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, so like I said, this is just an example, but this guy is selling this pet for 45 million on a wrap of 44 million. So to be honest, this is pretty darn close to the wrap, because gamers, if sellers don't compete for the buyer's attention, that allows them to pretty much price their items at whatever they want, and the buyers have to pay for it because listen, they're the only ones that are selling it. So by having the trading terminal actually find you the best deal for that particular item is a gigantic upgrade for this game. Not to mention adding something like this diamond spinning wheel. I absolutely love this right here. It costs you 30,000 gems to just spin to get yourself a free huge pet. I don't care if the chances are 0.01 or 0.001. You know what? The simple fact that it's here is everything. So you know what? If people want to come in here and drop 30,000 diamonds a bunch of times and try to get themselves some decent stuff, you know what? I think that's awesome. Or 2 boots. Why am I getting 2? It's literally just a diamond sink. These diamonds don't go anywhere, and I think that is absolutely fantastic because it doesn't inflate any prices in the trading plaza. On top of that, they added this chess raid minigame, and you know what I gotta say about this? I think it's a little bit broken. I think they definitely need to set it so that teams can choose what times the raids start at versus the game just doing that for you, because you know what? 12 p.m. and 10 p.m. CST is an American time zone. So if you guys are in the UK or somewhere else in the world, these times are really not going to work for you. So they definitely got to change this so that clan members can choose what 2 times that their raids start at. I think it's a really good idea for a clan battle because of this reason. But here's the thing, gamers, this clan battle is in its own bubble, and I think that's how all clan battles have to be, because check this out. This chess raid system doesn't really affect the trading plaza, it doesn't affect pets, it doesn't really affect anything. It just lets clan members have a battle with themselves, and it doesn't have to affect all the other players that don't choose to be in a clan battle. I mean, come on, indexing all new pets in your inventory, what did you think was gonna happen to the trading plaza if you did something like that for a clan battle? On top of that, they added ultimates to this game, and I just think that's a really cool feature. And I say that because ultimates are very free-to-play friendly. You don't have to have a full team of pets for your ultimate to crush it. This really allows free-to-play players to be able to crush out certain areas without having to have a whole bunch of TNT to do it for them. Now, what I will say about the ultimates, I do wish they were auto-activated because this game is very, very much about AFK. So having to click this yourself is a little bit of a pain in the butt, especially if you don't have a lot of really good pets. It would be great if that thing would activate every 30 or 40 seconds so that even a free-to-play player can grind out the best area no problem. In my opinion, gamers, I personally think it was a smart move that they did the update the way that they did. They used the Happy Computer event to bring in a bunch of new players, and they added a whole bunch of things in this game that allowed those players to still be able to play the game even after the event is over. And you know what? Speaking of Happy Computers, let's go ahead and do this. I got a Happy Computer right here sent over by Lane. Says, please shout me out on a video. Well, you know what, Lane? There you go, buddy. Appreciate this huge Happy Computer. Let's go ahead and give it away. Lycon, thank you so much for being subscribed. I love watching your vids every day. Well, Lycon, that's much appreciated. I would check your mail. Just saying. Master 900,000 Kobo, thanks so much for the comment. Being subbed, you are an absolute legend. Enjoy this huge Happy Computer provided by the amazing community that I have here in Pet Sim 99. Boom, 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 and of course, boom. There you go, buddy. Wilson Toy Fair 2180. I love the community and the channel really helps. Well, you know what? I appreciate that. Wilson Yoshi, speaking of Amethyst Dragons, thanks so much for the comment and being subbed. You are an absolute legend. Enjoy this Amethyst Dragon provided by the amazing community here. Boom, 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 and of course, booyah. And remember, everybody, if you guys want me to send you some stuff, all you gotta do is be subscribed to the channel, drop a like on the video, and make sure you guys put your Roblox name in the comment section. All in all, everybody, I think this update is an absolute W, and I would love to know your thoughts as well. If you guys would like some more help in Pet Sim 99, click this video right here. Other than that, everybody, enjoy yourselves, and I will see you tomorrow.